click yes to everything. Then when you click yes, it drops down all these other things. And I'm like, I don't even know what the heck most of this stuff is.
No, that's exactly right. No, that's exactly what. And I'll share the screen and we'll go live. So I'm gonna just let everybody know. So first of all, welcome everybody. I know I said I wasn't going live about Staffingpreneurs Academy, but y'all know my workshop is coming up, and I need everybody to be at the workshop. Not everybody, but at least 10 amazing people who want to take their staffing businesses to the next level. And so we have our Launch, Lands, and Leverage Mastery Workshop taking place in Washington, D.C., Dallas, Texas, and Los Angeles. And this setup class is can accompany that workshop, right? The things that we do here in the setup class are things that we're going to go over in the workshop, except in the workshop is going to probably be a little bit more detailed because I'm there hands-on, one-on-one with you, helping you get things through. So if this is your first time here, we're going to dive into our class in 2 seconds. But if this is your first time here, my name is Dee Williams. My name is Dee Williams. I help people set up, run, and scale their staffing businesses. And we're in our live setup class preparing for the Launch, Lands, and Leverage Mastery Workshop. First one coming up in Washington, D.C. You can go to staffingpreneursacademy.com to learn more. But now we're going to dive into our class, and I'm just allowing you to come along with you during this class so that you can get an idea of some of the things that we'll be discussing and talking about during our live setup class. So Dr. Castle, you hold on because I'm going to go through the morning announcements, a short condensed version, like 5-minute version. And then I'll open the lines up. But before I even do that, I really want to take a moment to see Ebony. Do you want to open up and kind of talk about your experience? I have questions. Hey, I got questions.
Yes, I definitely wanted to take this time to come on and share my experience, because when I say you give us so much value, going on this show, I thought I was going to be going up against just regular startup companies. Some of these companies were in business for 5, 17 years. One of the judges came to me afterwards and was like, you did so great. And I was like, hey, thank you. I just launched in September. She said, wow, you know so much. And I said, that's because I have an amazing mentor. And she said, people don't understand how important it is to have a mentor. And, all of the things you taught me, a lot of it was refreshers for me, And I'm just like, dang, Dee, like, I know you gave us a lot of value, but good grief, I can sit here and talk in the same room as people who've been in business for years.
I love that.
So thank you.
Thank you, Ebony. I love that. And I appreciate that. I love that. And I appreciate that. How was the experience for you beyond that? Like, I know you can't really talk about it, but like, I was watching your journey from LinkedIn. I like check in every other day to see kind of like what's happening. Like, can you talk anything about it? First of all, let everybody know kind of what happened, because they don't even know what's going on.
Yes. So I started with Dee less than a year ago. My name is Ebony. I'm the founder of an IT staffing agency. And I got the opportunity to go on an entrepreneur bootcamp reality television show. And so they teach us all of these things, and then we present in front of a class. And then if you do the best in the class, then you're presenting in front of the judges, and that boosts your points up. When I say this was an amazing experience, when I first got there, though, my heart was like in my throat. I was so scared, right? But the more and more we talked, and I realized that, dang, I know this stuff, I started easing up and having more confidence. But since then, since I've been with Dee, I've had multiple podcast reach outs. I have the show. I've had employers who reached out to me, You know, usually you're the one going to them. I've had a couple actually reach out to me. So I'm like, hey, this stuff I'm learning from you, D, I'm applying it, is working.
I love it. And I'm so excited for you. And this is a big deal. And I'm proud of you. I want you to keep pushing. I know you, and you're right. Most of the time, the employer is not the one that's reaching out. Most of the time, it's you reaching out to the employer. So the fact that you're even carrying that energy is perfect. It's amazing. And it does have to do with the fact that you're a great student. Not everybody's a great student, right? A lot of times, Ebony, people pay. I'm gonna close my eyes. And then they don't follow the instructions. They actually say, oh, okay, that makes sense. And then they do something totally different. I feel like you were one of the few people who actually followed the instructions. I appreciate that. And now you're successful. I know that Whittaline, I don't know if she's on here, but her and her husband got a contract as well recently. And y'all have watched them kind of go through this journey. Lakeisha Adams and her husband have been doing things in their business. I think they have caught on to something with someone. So people are growing. A lot of times we get discouraged when we think we're new, you know, like, oh my gosh, I'm new. Nobody's gonna, or, you know, I don't know, but no, everything that you need, I pretty much set up here in this academy for you. And the reason that I come to these classes every week, even when I stop doing live events for Staffingpreneurs Academy, I'm still going to do my Monday classes because I want to be here for people who want to take things to the next level in their lives, not just in their lives, but in the community. And this staffing business provides a massive level of impact. And you all have decided to take the charge to do that. So congratulations on that. Ebony, congratulations to you. Thank you for the love. I appreciate you. I look forward to seeing you do amazing things.
Thank you. That's why I wanted to come to this class, because I just wanted to say, you know, I know this is I was really nervous coming into this. I didn't know what I was doing, but Dee really put a lot of her heart into this program. Just follow the blueprint, and doors will start opening up for you.
Thank you. All right. Yes, y'all show her some love in the chat. Please show her some love. That was so sweet to come back. She's graduated and she came back. So that's dope. Just to tell y'all, just to talk to y'all and let y'all know how it is. So I absolutely love that. We're getting started. We're fired up on this Monday morning already. Getting us started. I'm going to log into the Zoom and kind of get us going in there. So listen, I want to tell y'all, yes, thank you, Dr. Castle. Okay, so Dr. Castle, you keep your question. All questions this morning, please put them in the box. Put your questions in the box. Even if you're going to go live and you're going to talk, you know, put it in the box so I can get an idea of where we're going and what we're talking about, where y'all heads are today. You already know I'm going to do a quick overview. Last time I did this, even though my vibe is not working again, whenever I'm trying to do class, vibe is saying no way. We're going to restart her. So let's do quick reminders. Real quick, Ebony says, you guys have a great day. I'll be watching from LinkedIn. So we're streaming live from LinkedIn. So Ebony's watching from LinkedIn again. We appreciate you, Ebony, so much. All right. So let's talk about reminders really quickly. When you're starting your staffing business, the first thing I want you to remember is that you're building, even though a lot of the job orders that you're going to get or the conversations that you're going to have, they're going to be saying things like, I need one person. I need you to bring one person in to do da-da-da-da. I want you to remember that you're building the staffing business and you're recruiting in teams, or your hiring manager at least is thinking about teams, even though it might be one single person being placed, teams, okay? One person, teams, right? So that one person is going on a team. Very seldom are you placing somebody and they're the only team member, although that can happen. But typically, right, you're placing people in positions that are going to be working on someone's team. All right, so that's the first reminder that's extremely important for you to remember. I'm pulling y'all in right now into my world a little bit differently so y'all can see my screen. There you go. And let me know when I think I can see when it shows up. Okay. Okay, perfect. I think I completed my sell sheet, but I need the artwork. Well, no, you artwork. So we do the design for you. You just give us the content. That's all you got to do is give us the content, and we'll do the design for you. All right. There we go. There she is. She was waiting for us. All right, quick and dirty version. I already talked about teams. I also want to remind you that when you're hiring, when you're recruiting for companies, you're looking for not just a technical fit, but a cultural fit. That's very important for you to remember. It's not just about the tech or what the person can do. When I say technical fit, meaning what the person can do, it's about the cultural fit as well. I want you to remember that, very important. This is something that people get confused. You are not, nor should you place everyone that you talk to, meet, or interview. I just want y'all to get it out your mind that you are required to put someone into a job. The candidates don't pay you, the employers do. But your job is 1,000,000% to get to know every freaking person you can within your niche market so that you can find the technical, the functional, the cultural match, right? Because those companies need talent and you're providing that talent, or they need bodies and you're providing those bodies. Okay. You need a theme for your staffing agency. It should be employer-based, but your candidates should still like it, support it, want it. If you want to learn more about that, that's why I want to get you into this workshop so that we can actually sit down together, pull the layers back around what your theme is one-on-one, and we can really set your business up for success from day one. Okay. Your candidates are your capital, not your clients. Most people think it's the clients that are the capital because they are the ones that write the check. And while it's true, they are the ones that write the check. They aren't the capital. Your candidates are. Your candidates are your capital because you place them into positions. Your candidates are your capital because and I like dollar signs. I said a 5-minute version. I'm gonna try to follow that, y'all, because y'all know I get excited. But I do like dollar signs, right? So that's money. You get to place them. If they're interviewing, if they're interviewing, they can tell you who's hiring. They tell you who's hiring. That's money, right? If they're still working, they can give you intel on what's happening in the company that they're currently at. That's how you go in and build the relationships with the company, because you know what's going on. You've got the inside intel. That's very important. Most people do not interview their candidates in the healthcare space with nurses. That's something that needs to be changed. Most people are not giving that, are not really taking the time to get to know their candidates so that they can even build a relationship strong enough to be able to understand what's happening and what's going on in organizations that they're working in. That is intel. Okay. If they are still working in the company, they can give you candidate leads in the company that they're currently at. They can give you employer leads in the company where they're at. They have relationships with people already there. That's dollars. They can give you candidate and employer leads in the companies they worked at in the past, and they get promoted to become clients. I always say your candidates become clients, your clients become candidates. Very, very, very important. Before you launch this business, you need at least bare minimum 50 candidates in your ATS. Okay. Now, please, that's the bare minimum. You should have way more than 50. I'm just saying you shouldn't have anything less than 50. Okay. But you should have way more than 50, but nothing less than 50. All right. Start putting your questions in the box for anybody who has questions for class today. All right. Any questions you have about the setup, please put the questions in the chat box. Okay. People do business with people they like, know, and trust. Ooh, people do business with people they like, know, and trust. Hey, people do business with people they like, know, and trust. Oh, people do business with people they like, and know, and trust. Yes. Get that rhythm to it so you understand and you remember that. Because a lot of you have a misconception that you should pick up the phone and that someone is just going to give you a contract because you called. That is so funny. So cute, though. So funny. But the reality is that people do business with people they like, know, and trust. And if people do business with people they like, know, and trust, that means that you, that's right, you need to build as many real relationships with candidates as possible, with employers too, but with candidates as possible, as many candidates as possible, especially if you're understanding that your candidates are your capital. And this is the piece that I feel like people miss a lot. Like I got to get a contract. I got to get a contract. I got to get a contract. But yes, you can get a contract through the relationships that you build through your candidates. Okay. All right. Because the reality is, let me see if I can draw this out for you all. The reality is you can have millions of job orders. These are all job orders and contracts. These are open positions. If you get on the VMS, you're going to have access to all of these positions. You know, if you get a big client, you know, and maybe you just landed or you're just a great salesperson, you got access to all of those positions. If you don't have any candidates, your business is not making any money. You just have a staffing agency with tons and tons and tons and tons of job orders. That's it. That's all you got, right? But if you don't have any candidates, but if you have candidates, let's say you have 10,000 candidates. If you've got 10,000 candidates, all with skill sets, all with some type of knowledge, all working or not working, but you've got all of these candidates screened in your ATS, you have relationships with them, you can actually take their skill set, match it to a company's wants, needs, solution, creation, whatever, and you can essentially create your job order. Create a job order. I hope you understand that. You can create a job order. So, like when you keep saying, I need a contract, I need a contract, I need a contract, do you have candidates? If you have candidates, then you can do that. But if you have only contracts and no candidates, you don't have anybody screened, you don't have, you haven't talked to anybody, you just literally just trying to get contracts, your business is not going to get off the ground. You've got to understand where your value is in your business model. You've got to understand who's important in your business model, your product or candidates. Your product isn't clients or employers. Your employers pay the bill, but your product is a candidate. Those are the things that are most important. So keep that in mind. Okay. I need you to also add, sorry, y'all, my finger's moving. I need you to add minimum 50 employers into your ATS as well. Okay. So that's a minimum. That's not the most, but that's the minimum. All right. So you need that into your ATS as well. Also, you want to have your pipeline jobs posted. I want to give a big shout out in a couple of seconds to one of the staffingpreneurs who actually has been coming to the launch class every week. She's officially launching today. I'm going to talk about that before we go to Dr. Castle. But I want to remind you she doesn't have her jobs posted today. That's what made me think of it. And she's going live. So I want to remind you, have your pipeline jobs posted. These are the jobs that you're looking to fill internally in your company, whether you have the revenue prepared for that or not, post them anyway. Proactive versus reactive is how we move in Staffingpreneurs Academy. Jobs that you're looking to fill. Also, for the roles that you have for your candidates. Those are also positions that you're going to put out there. Please do not lie and say that you have these roles when you don't. Let them know in the description that you're preparing for an upcoming client, or you're preparing to hire, or you're pipelining, or however you want to say it. Be honest. And then as people apply, you can have the appropriate conversations. We do not condone lying. Don't forget that there's fortune in the follow-up. The fortune isn't in the first phone call. It's not in the first text message. It's not in the first email. It's not in the first social media post. It's not in the first email automation, in-person event referral. The fortune is not in the first. It can be every once in a blue moon, but the fortune is genuinely in the follow-up. It's what happens after you reach out. How are you following up, right? Okay, how are you following up? They say, in air quotes, it takes 12 to 24 times at bare minimum for someone to decide that they want to do business with you. If that is the case, if it takes 12 to 24 times before someone decides that they want to do business with you, how are you following up with value? How are you following up with value? Something that makes them want to continue the conversation and continue to build the relationship with you. Because if you're just talking about your services, it's not going to work. I did a study. I said, I'm going to send out 7 emails and all I'm going to do is focus on selling, 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 selling. We got very little sales. The moment that I went in, I started talking about my theme, or started getting into my differentiator, or diving into my training bag, sales out the roof, right? Because people don't want to feel like they're being sold to. Even though everybody likes a good flash sale every now and then, or they like an early bird. Like for the workshop, we have an early bird going on until 30 days prior to the date of the workshop, because we do a live one-on-one meeting with each attendant of the live workshop, right? So we need to have time to make those things happen, right? So that's value. You've got to add value. What marketing, branding strategies, your strategic initiatives, what type of awareness or lead magnets are you giving away? What type of gifts or acts of kindness are you giving away? What is your follow-up strategy? What is your follow-up game, baby? That's the question on the table. Okay. Last 3 main bullet points. If you do not produce activity in this company, your company won't work and you will have wasted your money. Okay. And I don't want you to waste your money. Actually, I would like for you to actually become one of my best success stories. And so in order for that to happen, you have to produce. That produce means you've got to send emails out. It means you've got to attend networking events. It means you've got to make phone calls. You've got to send out not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 emails, but hundreds of emails. Not make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 calls in a day, but maybe 80 calls in a day. You've got to push yourself out of your comfort zone. And you're doing this now so, 1, you can understand what it's going to take to bring this business to life. 2, so that you understand the level of activity that it takes when you're bringing someone in your organization, when you're hiring someone within your organization, so they don't cheat you or half-ass you, right? So that's another thing. 3, you're doing this because you're building this business to scale. You're not building this business for you to be a solo entrepreneur. Even though some of you may want to do that, that doesn't make sense. You want to make money. You didn't leave your job, or not leaving your job so that you can go and be a slave to your own desk. You're leaving so that you can have financial freedom, so that you can create a legacy for you and your family, so that your kids and your grandchildren and your children from years to come will have something to eat off of, whether they want to or not. Kelly Services, if I remember the story correctly, the father started, and that kids and the generations are still living off of that to this day. That's what you're here for. So if that's the case in the beginning, as an entrepreneur, as a leader, as someone who's stating, D, I am serious about my goal, my dream moving forward, that means you've got to dig down deep in the beginning, whether you want to or not. You're going to have a million things distract you. Your kids, your life, your dog, school, work, whatever. Church, I don't care. You've got to compartmentalize, and you've got to dig in and make your 80 calls or your 100 calls a day. Send out your LinkedIn reach outs per day. Do your podcast, do your whatever. You've got to dig down and do that and go ham in the beginning, so that later on you can sit back, relax, put your feet up, maybe go travel with D. Williams around the world and do exactly what you came here to do. It's not a game. So don't play with me, y'all. When I ask you how much don't tell me you made 5 phone calls. I'm not accepting that. Okay. I'm not even going to respond to those things. If you're telling me the business isn't working and you're only making 5 to 15 phone calls a day, I'm not talking to you about that. You're not going to waste my time with that, because you're not even trying. You're not even attempting. Okay. You're not even attempting at 5 phone calls a day. You're doing just enough. So don't call me with that. All right. If you're not doing at least one networking event every 2 weeks, don't call me. Okay. Now you've got to produce activity. Now you also must track the performance of that activity as the owner of the business. How do you know what works and what doesn't? It's not enough to just go in and do the work. You've got to be persistent about tracking. Now, your applicant tracking system does that, but you're going to also probably have a spreadsheet that you're going to be working with manually as well to help you look at things from a totally different perspective, but you've got to track that activity, your performance activity, and then when you bring your staff in, you're going to be tracking their activity. And their activity defines whether or not they get to keep their job or not, whether that's a great thing or not, but that's what it is. And then finally, hiring an amazing internal staff should be your number one priority. If you ask any CEOs in the world, on the planet, what keeps them up at night is their talent. The people in their organization that's getting them from point A to point B. Their efforts that's getting them to point A, point B. And if you hire sorry talent, you're going to get sorry results. If you hire great talent, you'll get great results. And so your goal should be to figure out, how do you hire the best on a budget in the beginning? Later on, you have the ability, but how do you hire the best? The best is everywhere out there waiting for you. And you have the same challenge that the employers that you're working for have, which is finding talent. So if you're sharp about this, you'll be utilizing what you're doing internally in your company as a training ground to help you get a better understanding of how you want to support your clients through your proprietary staffing process and so forth. Okay. So these are the things that I want you to remember every week. These are the things that we're going to be going over in grave detail, step by step, when we are in the Launch, Land, Leverage live workshop, which will be in Washington, D.C., Dallas, Texas, and Los Angeles, California. Now, tickets are already selling out like crazy in LA and like crazy in DC. We haven't had one sale yet in Dallas. Dallas, y'all don't want to see me because my feelings about to be hurt. Okay. What's going on with that? Where's my people in Dallas? Who's coming to, and that's where my largest client base is. So Dallas, if you're in Houston, Dallas, Austin, San Antonio, anywhere in that Texas space, or you want to come to Dallas, I want y'all to get your tickets. It's going to be 3.5 days of pure networking, learning, value. So dope. You will not regret it. Get your tickets now, especially while you're on early bird. They're only going to be on early bird for a couple more weeks. I think about 3 more weeks. So get your tickets now. All right. So really quickly, before I dive into Dr. Castle's question, I want to take a quick moment and give a shout out to Dr. Castle. You asked me. Oh, I know what you asked me for. Hold on one second, so I don't want. What's the URL, Dr. Castle? Can you put it in the chat? Because I don't have my thing open. If you can stick it in the chat, that'd be
okay.
Great. Perfect.
All right, give me a sec.
Thank you. Really quickly, I want to give a quick shout out to Nakat. Nakat is one of our staffingpreneurs who has been with me for 2 months now. I think maybe 2 months, less than 2 months, but a little bit more, maybe 3 months now. She is 6 months, maybe now 9 months fresh in the United States. And she has started a wealth management staffing agency. She has been coming to class every week, coming to her one-on-ones every week faithfully. And over the last month or so, we've been working with each other in the launch class and to help her get ready for her launch. Well, today was her launch day, and she decided to start off with a soft launch. She is conducting a live webinar, actually during our Run It class, I believe. A live webinar. She has already invited 2 guests who are showing up today. I think she has 50, as of last week, she had 50 people who registered for her webinar. I'm just so excited for her because her staffing, so she'll be in the Run It class next week, but she is one of the few people that is like literally follow the program down to the T. And I love that. And I say a few people because people are very stubborn. Y'all already know that. I say do one thing, they do one thing, or they let life get in the way. But she has blocked everything out and said, this is what needs to happen. This is what's going to happen for my business. And she's actually following the program down, even down to the very week of how the program is structured. And I just want to say, Nakat, you're going to do amazing today. I know you're going to come back and watch this replay. You're going to do freaking amazing today. I cannot tell you how proud I am of you as a coach, to be on this journey with you, to see you push forward with so many challenges and barriers. And I look forward to seeing you do some great things. Wealth management is an amazing niche market. And just congratulations on the cat on the launch. Let's get it. I saw all the congratulations in the chat bar. I love that. Let's go, Nakat. Okay. So Dr. Castle. So now we're going to go to our first question. If y'all have questions, please put them in the box. Let's see. Dr. Castle, where's that chat at? There we go. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. So the question on the table is, I'm going in and, whoa. Let me see. Okay, perfect. I'm going in and I'm setting up, I'm setting up my my privacy policies for the website, right? And Dee said to just click yes to everything. That's what I said. But what does that mean? It means click yes to everything, and everything will make sense as you go along. So my site, I'm just going to add a fictional site, ERT.com. Okay, I'm just anything because I really just want. Maybe I should do something real. UDACIONAIRE.com. Okay. That's the site. Hold on one second. Hey, I'm live on YouTube with lots of people, and I'm training. So I'm gonna hang up, okay? All right. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so that is my okay, my website, same piece right there. That's the website, audationaire.com. Okay, I am a business. What's the business name? Audationaire.com. Okay, what's the address? I'm going to put a fake address here just because I don't want y'all in my business too fast. Okay, I'm going to add that there. And then the country is United States. The state is Texas. Okay, and next step. All right, what kind of personal information are you going to collect from users? You're going to be collecting a lot of information from users, email addresses, first name and last name and phone number specifically. And where are you collecting this information? Most of you are going to be doing some sort of email marketing. You're going to have some sort of auto dialer. You're going to have an email marketing platform. You're going to have a pop-up, that's pulling an opt-in, is pulling people's contact information. You're going to have your applicant tracking system. Your applicant tracking system is actually going to request, their name, their information and different things like that. And so I would just go in and then your ATS, especially if you're using Create in this moment, is going to have social media profile information in there. And maybe potentially other things, but at the bare minimum, these are all the things that you're going to have to collect that person's information, right? And so you're going to click those things on there. And then how can users contact you for any questions? So they can contact me via email if they want, right? Or they can send us by our phone number or visiting a page on our website. So they can go to audationaire.com / I think contact us is what I remember. .com / So / contact. Okay. And then info at paste. There you go. All right. And so there, no phone number, but you can add your phone number. All of this information is going in here. It's actually going to end up going into the document that it's going to produce for you. Now it says choose our privacy policy. Like which one? Our professional one. I haven't gone through this in a long time. But listen, y'all want all of this. That's why I keep saying choose everything, because you can't control who comes to your website. You can't control that. This is all a setup. So if you don't click all of these things, you're being set up. You're setting yourself up for failure from the very beginning. Yes, your email for your business. Always your business email from this point forward. Not your first name at your company name, but your info at your company name. Your info at your company name. Okay? So notice what it says. This privacy, so instead of a free privacy, you can do the professional one. The professional one includes the California, the EU, the GDPR, and all of these other ones. These are laws that you are not going to keep up with on your own ever in life. You absolutely want to check every last one of these. Now, is it going to be expensive? Yes, it is. It is. I'm sorry. You can do a free one. But if you want to stay up to date on the laws and not get tripped up, then you want to go there. Now, they tell you that a professional privacy policy includes the text that's required by these parties, analytics, email marketing, ads, payments, and more. You're probably going to run all of those things. So if you want to upgrade, I'm not paying for this right now. I'm going to tell you right now. But if you want to upgrade, then they're going to tell you, okay, then this is how much it's going to cost to upgrade. Do you use tracking or analytic tools such as Google Analytics? The answer is going to be yes. You use Google Analytics. So click yes. Okay. When you click yes, it's going to say, what analytics are you using? At the bare minimum, you're using Google Analytics, because that's how you're going to track people coming in and out of your website. If you're coming through my program, at the end of your website being created, we do one meeting where we go through and make sure all your Google stuff is set up so that you can be found and all of that stuff. Analytics is one of them. Please say yes. The answer is yes. When I say yes to everything, I mean say yes to everything. I'm not talking just to you, Dr. Cass. I'm talking to everybody. Do you send emails to users? Yes, you do. Who do you send your emails through? Well, I promote Active Campaign. So I'm going to put in ACTIVECAMPAIGN. Okay. So Active Campaign, PAIG. I think that's how you spell it. How do I get the link? That means that I actually have to go in and get the link to Active Campaign. So let me just go in. So now I'm going to go to, hold on one second, ACTIVECAMPAIGN.com. Okay. So Active Campaign. Then I can do PRIVACY, which that's not probably, it's privacy, PRIVACY, policy, or LICY, because that's what they want. They want the privacy policy, because this is very important. That's what we're doing this for. Every site has to have it. But if you type in Active Campaign privacy policy, this is their terms of service. There's a legal center. I think it might be here. It's at the bottom of their website. I can just tell you right now. If you just go to their website, just like yours should be there, theirs is going to be there as well. Product marketing. Where are we at? And the Active Campaign help docs. Marketing tools. Why don't I see it? It should be here. It should be on everybody's. Oh, here it is. Privacy policy. Y'all let me just look all around. So then you're going to go in and copy the URL for the privacy policy. Even though I don't know what just happened here. There it is. Why it won't let me? Oh, maybe I gotta. I don't know how to use this on my thing, y'all. So, but it's activecampaign.com/legal privacy policy. For whatever reason, I don't know how. This is all not understanding how to use her
Mhm.
her smart board. But it should allow me to copy for whatever reason. It's not, but whatever, you take it and you put it back over here, and I'm gonna just try to do it. Active campaign, and then this was .com/legal,
Mhm.
and then it was /PRIVACYPOLICY, and I think it was a hyphen in there, but for the sake of this, we're not doing that. But that's very simple. So you just add that there. They just want to know the URL because they're going to put that in there. Do you show ads? Now, this is going to totally depend on your strategy. I would say yes, because you don't know what your strategy is going to be at this point in purchasing these documents. But if you do, you're going to already have it in there and you'll already be protected. And 9 times out of 10, at some point in your business, you are going to run Google ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Pinterest ads, Twitter X ads, LinkedIn ads, YouTube ads. You're going to run ads. So go ahead and click yes and protect yourself and define what ads. I know I'm going to do Google ads, right? At the bare minimum. And then you can go in. So the second place you use to show ads, and you may go in and you may add Instagram or Facebook, or what is it called? Meta Facebook, right? Meta Facebook. I'm not going to do all of that, but they want their privacy policy. Then you do Instagram. They want their privacy policy. You do all of those because they're going to show your ads, so that you're going to go ahead and put all of those in there. Okay. Very important. And then, can users pay for products or services? Well, yes, your employers can, not directly on your website, unless that's in your strategy. Maybe you're selling training, or maybe you're selling ebooks or t-shirts or products or whatever. Maybe it's not in you're not doing it now, but it's about to be in your strategy. So you're going to say yes. If you feel like you're going to sell something at any point, you're going to say yes. And when you do, you're probably going to use the main two, which is PayPal and Stripe, at the bare minimum. You may even do a bank transfer, right? Google Play and payments. I don't know, but you're going to hit yes, and you're going to do that so that they'll know. Then, do you use remarketing services for marketing and advertising? Yes. What does remarketing mean? It means when people, like, for example, when you set up your Google ads or your Facebook ads or whatever, when people go and see your ads, they're going to see your ads and they engage with your ads. They may not engage with them fully, but they've seen them, they've engaged. You can set up the system in the background to follow them wherever they go. So you may follow them to Amazon. You may follow them on Google. But now for the next 30, 60, 90 days, when they go to different sites, they're going to see your ads. You are remarketing that original ad to them. And it may not be the original one. Maybe you have an ad specified specifically for remarketing. Hey, I saw my ad over there. I'm coming back to you over here. But that's remarketing. You're definitely going to do that on whatever social platforms or whatever platforms you believe that you're going to be using for your marketing. I also want you to notice that they give you clues here, places you can go to also do that if you're not familiar. So Bing ads, ad roll, different things like that. So yes, you're going to add your remarketing for sure. If you select any of the following providers, yes, you are going to have a CAPTCHA. Okay, a CAPTCHA makes sure that people can't spam you, or it decreases the chances of people spamming you. And if we're building your website, you do have an invisible CAPTCHA on your site. We actually also use Mouseflow. Mouseflow follows every piece of activity that someone does on our website. So when people come to our website, we can see exactly who's coming, where, what location, what IP address. We can see whether or not they're coming in on their mobile phone, a desktop. We can see all of those things and so much more. So you're going to hit yes to that. Do you want your privacy and policy to include CCPA plus CPRA? Yes. Who knows what that is? I'm joking. But it's about California law. The thing is that you cannot confirm. You cannot control who comes to your website. You have to say yes. Okay. Same thing with GDPR. And I'll show y'all, because I can look on Mouseflow and see all the activity that comes to my website. I don't advertise everywhere. I only really advertise in the states that I want to go to be honest with you. But people come from all over the globe to my website, and I can't control where they're coming from. So you're going to say that. Here, yes, okay, here, yes, we have a Facebook fan page. Y'all will have a Facebook page. You should have a Facebook page for your business. Click yes. Put your URL there and everything like that. Do you want the Cal up wording? Yes, because you can't control if somebody's coming in from California. Do you collect information from kids under age of 13? The answer should be no. Okay. So then you go to the next step. I know I'm gonna say no in this particular instance only because I'm trying to do this, keep the thing going. So then they're going to ask you for the email address and look at the price, $206. Now, what happens is once you go and put your email address in and you pay the price of the policy, you have access to it for a year. Any laws that change throughout the course of the year, you're 100% protected. It updates it automatically. You don't have to worry about it, do nothing but to pay the bill. Okay. And then, and that's it. Other than that, you can go online and try to get a free one and cross your fingers that you're not the person that they come after. And that is essentially what you're doing with each and every one of those policies. So Dr. Castle, was that helpful?
Yes, thank you so very much.
Yes.
And is it going to be the same way with the cookies, or is it not as expensive as this private policy one?
All of them are the same way, but some of them are shorter and less expensive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Thank you. Mm-hmm. I really appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. That was a good one. Anybody else have questions about this? Don't use your Gmail, use your company email. Any other questions? Nope. Okay, I think I did good.
You did.
All right. Okay, so I'm going to unshare for a moment just so I can. How do I unshare? Hold on.
Oh, Dee, I do have another question.
Okay.
I ordered from your eRecruit, I think, before you shut it down.
Okay.
I don't recall getting the link to the whatchamacallit. I did get my receipts, but I didn't get the links to the products that I unless it dropped in my folder.
No, you would have had to pull them out then. So you got to send an email to the help desk and see if they can go ahead and just manually email it to you. I kept trying to tell everybody to go in and get their stuff. We was closing down, but nobody believed me. I'm serious. People didn't believe me.
I thought I was getting a link, and I was like, okay, well, I can go back.
The link it was in there.
But
it was in there, but the store is no longer up and active anymore. There was a link in there. You were supposed to click on the link, and then it would take you to your products, but it's no longer there. So now we have to send them to you manually. Some of them are going to be attached to your account in Reskillify.
Okay. Sounds good.
Mm-hmm. Okay, perfect. And let me see. Let me make sure I ain't missing no questions. Any questions? Hey, y'all, I had the wrong lower third on the bottom, but everybody's watching online. Hey, how y'all feeling? I was in my class. I hope y'all are doing great. Any questions? Anybody have? Okay, we don't have no questions. Class is about to be dismissed. I want to make sure I'm here to support anybody and everybody that I can. I think I completed my sell sheet, but the artwork to insert, do I just upload that? I want to know. And Dr. Castle, if it's specific graphics that you want on the sell sheet, you can let us know that.
Oh no, it wasn't. I just know you all had the graphics and everything. Do you know if my media one has been updated?
I don't know. This is not the call for that. I do not know.
Okay.
I do not know anything like that. I have no clue. I am nowhere near in the know for that. But
I'll send another email.
Okay, there you go. That's for this one. Okay, perfect. So we're at the end of the setup class. Do y'all have any questions? We gave a shout out to Nikat for launching her staffing business. Ebony came in and talked about her journey working with Dee Williams, and her journey is building a staffing business, and she's on some live show that is she's doing an entrepreneurial thing.
Yes.
That was amazing. It's
exciting.
Oh my gosh, I was so fired up for her. So that was awesome. We ran through our announcements for this morning. If you're in one of my one-on-ones, please, please, please go in and make sure that you schedule your weekly call. Felicia from Hanover, schedule your schedule your weekly call. That's very important. Very, 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 very important. And please remember, I'm trying to remember all my announcements. We're here talking about the Launch, Land, and Leverage Mastery Workshop that's taking place in Washington, D.C. I want you to go to Staffingpreneur Academy. So let me share the screen and show you exactly where I want you to get your tickets. We have already started selling tickets in DC and California. Tickets are seats are very, very limited, to be honest with you, because I like to take time to work with people one-on-one in person. So we don't have a lot of seats. So these aren't large conferences. These are very small, intimate events. Okay. On Thursday night of each location, Thursday night, we are immediately we're having a networking event. It's a pre-networking event based on the content that we're learning during that day, but we will have special guests at that event. On that Thursday, that's the day that we have hiring manager guests. I presume that they are going to stay over for the networking event. This is going to be a great opportunity for you. We are also selling tickets for that networking event individually. So people are going to be coming in from other places. We've got a lot of great excitement for that. And I can tell you at least in I think almost in all 3 locations where the networking event will be at Ocean Prime. So be prepared for that. Thursday night is very much so training. Y'all will be in training, okay? Saturday morning, we will be meeting first thing in the morning, and then we have another brunch that's taking place that's more professional on that brunch. So we're doing a lot of networking, and hopefully y'all will take everything that y'all have learned through the 3 days of the workshop and put it to use and walk away with some amazing relationships. Day 1, we're talking about the foundation of your business. Laying out the foundation of your business. Many of you have started the process. You're doing it on your own. You're in the course. You're coming here, but you really need somebody to sit down and say, okay, Dee, this is what it is. Can you help me flush this through? And you also want to hear what other people are thinking and doing to see if maybe you're in the right space or maybe to share or whatever they can, collaborate, so many different things. That day 1 is going to be imperative, and it's going to help foster the foundation of the conversations that you're going to have on the 2nd day, 3rd day, and 4th day. And this is going to be very important because on the 2nd day, that Thursday, we're going to be talking about client acquisition. Okay, that's really what we're going to be focusing on is client acquisition. We'll talk about candidate attraction and candidate talent acquisition a little bit, but we're really focusing on sales and business development and from that perspective. Okay. And so we're going to be practicing. It's going to be very interactive. We're going to be setting everything up ourselves up for the event Thursday night, which will be at Ocean Prime. We'll be sitting in the Prime. We will be taking over the bar. It is the biggest networking night a week. Okay. And so we will be ready. We will be dressed. We'll be prepared. We'll be exhausted, but we'll be prepared. And trust me, there are going to be more people at that bar than just who we bring in with us. So there's going to be lots of opportunity. We're going to come back in on Friday, talk a little bit about what happened Thursday and Thursday night. Then we're going to go into building your internal team, right? Getting your understanding how you can scale your business, how you can duplicate yourself, how you can take those processes that you have and double those processes up. That's what we're going to do on Friday. And then we're going to, again, continue to prepare for our Saturday event because our Saturday event is brunch time. I love brunch, y'all. And I'm just telling y'all, I'm a mimosa girl at brunch, so we better be careful. But we'll be doing brunch. It is a professional, semi-professional brunch. We are there to network, build relationships, real authentic relationships. And we will have prizes at that brunch, a raffle contest. We'll have a little games that'll be played. It's going to be pretty dope. So I'm really, really, really excited to share this experience with y'all. Then I'm going to say, and then I'm going to pack my stuff up and go to the next location. We're starting out in Washington, D.C. Our event starts at 8:30 a.m. It ends at around 7 or 8 p.m. every day. So this is not a game. Okay, you're gonna be there all day. You ain't coming to DC to go see your mama, your cousin, your sister, your auntie, your friends. You're gonna be exhausted, and because we're gonna literally be diving into taking your business to the next level. All right. Then I'm going to be flying to Dallas the following week, and I'm going to do it all over again in Dallas, Texas. And then I'm going to leave Dallas, and then I'm going to fly to LA, and I'm going to do it in LA. This is my last live event for Staffingpreneurs Academy. The next live event you see after that will be for my Audationaire brand, will be for my Reskillify brand. It'll be for my individual Audacity brand. It will not be for Staffingpreneurs Academy unless some catastrophic thing happens like a pandemic and the economy requires D. Williams to come out of retirement. But I'm going into retirement when it comes to staffing, and I'm going to impact people on a much larger scale. I'm going to show people how to build mini empires, personal empires, how to be resilient, and how to get through those hard times to be able to accomplish your goals and your dreams. That's why y'all saw me launch my documentary. If you haven't seen it, go to my YouTube channel, watch the documentary. Take tissue. You're going to need it. You will be inspired. That's why you see the different videos going up of me inspiring you, because I'm retiring from Staffingpreneurs Academy. The academy will stay open. I will do my Monday classes. Coaching, this is my last year taking on clients for coaching. This is my last year. So people are trying. I mean, I'm on the road almost every other weekend because people are trying to take advantage of that in a good way. So if you need coaching, now is the time to do it, because literally the videos that you're going to see are going to be me about me in a totally different direction. All right. So this is a big deal. People are changing their plans to get tickets to come to this Launch Land Leverage. The reason it's Launch Land and Leverage is because we're covering all three sides of the business. I'm going to pour my soul into this training in a way y'all have never seen before, because this will be my last one for Staffingpreneurs Academy. Okay. So you said, hey, D, will the seminar recap, will it be on sale if you can't attend live? I don't know if it'll be on sale if you can't attend live, but it's only live. I'm not doing a hybrid version of this, so you can only get this if you come live. It is on sale right now for, it says $750, but it's supposed to be $997. We had it on a flash sale for $750 for 24 hours. Yeah. And so that's gone. So now it's on early bird for $997. And it will be there up to 30 days of the live event. After the 30 days of the live event, then you will be able to, then the price will go up to $2,000, so $1,900. So Yvonne, you can buy the event here. The people who attend the event or the people who purchase the event will get the replay. So you can go in and buy the event now. And even if you don't physically show up, once the event is over, you can catch the replay, right? So you'll have access to that. So you can do it that way if you want, and still be a part of the event to some degree, right? But we're not streaming. Yep, no worries. And I apologize about the health issues. We're just not doing hybrid. I typically do hybrid, but sometimes everybody doesn't feel like they're getting the most out of the program. And this being as though this is my very last live event, I absolutely want to be able to pour my heart and soul to everyone who trusts in me, believe in me, who wants to invest in themselves at that level. I want to give my heart and soul. And so my attention will be fully to the people who are physically there. Now, everything is going to be recorded in detail. So you'll be able to go back and watch the recordings and still utilize the recordings from there. But I just wanted to throw that out. All right, I've got to go. I love y'all. I'm getting ready to go meet my sales team. Y'all should get y'all tickets. For real. Come see me. Yeah.
Thank you, Dee.
I love you. I love y'all.
Okay.
Thank
I
you
love
so
y'all so
much.
much. You just
I was
don't
with you.
know. I like the fact that y'all just be in the groove with a sister. Yes. Come to the live workshop. Okay. You got to come to the live workshop. It's my last one. It's my last one with stuff. But it's going to be dope. Okay. I love y'all. Y'all have an amazing day. Let's stay fired up. See y'all. Hey, no launch class today, but we do have Run It class. It starts at 11 a.m. Eastern. So please, if you're in the Run It class, if it's time for you to graduate to the Run It class, get your ass in the Run It class. Ooh, I like that. Kind of Johnny Cochran-ish kind of thing. Get your ass in the Run It class.
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
That's what I would say. If you're online, like this video. I love y'all. Subscribe to my channel. I will see you. You said how much? Oh, they already got it. $9.97. Okay, all right. Awesome. I love y'all. All right. Oh, okay, let me put the link in there. I think people said they're interested in bringing their husband. Somebody else saw that. Hold on one second, y'all. Somebody said, your vet said, I'm interested in the dates for DC, Dallas. I'm interested in bringing my husband to see if he'd be do a joint visit. Is there a separate fee? It is per person. So you might want to get the early bird. So it's per person, right? Because we have each person costs for the things that we have planned for the event. So each body makes a difference. So the cost is $9.97 early bird up until 30 days prior to the event. And then the price goes up to $2,000, right? So you're going to get, if you get it now, you get it for $9.97. You're welcome. If you get it later, it's going to be $2,000. For the DC location, I think we only have 10 days left before we go into full price of the ticket. So you want to try to get your tickets now at that cost. And all will be well. Okay. So I put the link in there. And then I also added for my staffingpreneurs here in the live class. If y'all have it, all 3 dates are on that link. I've been sending out marketing videos. Y'all going to see me send out marketing videos about the event because I really want to help the people. And I'm telling y'all now, real talk, I only want people to show up that genuinely want help. If you just come in to sit and to take up space in my class, don't sign up. And I mean that with love. Like, this is my very last one. Y'all can tell anybody who knows me, I love the work that I do. I was just in Indiana last week, and I'm telling you, these ladies watched me jump up and down, dance. They watched me do so much. Like, I genuinely love the work. Thank you, Shanita.
Yeah.
I could not contain myself. I love the work that I do. And so I really want to pour into people who want to receive that. I want to pour into people who want to win, who are dedicated to winning, right? So only buy those tickets if that's where you are. I'm only interested in working with those people. I'm just keeping it all the way 100% live, okay? She said he's not committed enough. I'll pray on it. Yes, pray on that one. But if you're committed, then you can be committed for him. You know what I'm saying? So maybe it's not for him yet. Maybe it's more for you. And then you take it back to him, Yvette, you know? So it could definitely work that way. Tala, let me just make sure again, right now the cost is $9.97. The price goes up 30 days prior to each event. We'll be in Washington, D.C., let me put the dates. Let me just yell the dates out for everyone. We're in Washington, D.C., July 17th through July 20th. We are in Dallas, Texas, July 24th to July 27th. And we are in Los Angeles, California. Specifically, we'll be in Marina del Rey, July 31st to August 3rd. Okay. July 31st to August 3rd. Our LA one will be the most dynamic. I'm going to tell you right now. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be very, very, very like that. It's going to be very similar to the last live class we had in LA. And DC and Dallas is going to be dope too. Don't get it wrong, but I just have a little more leverage in the LA area than I do in the other two. I do in DC. We're going to have a ball. So I love y'all. I will see you. I'll see y'all next week. I'll see everybody at the running class that's supposed to be there. Thank you so much for coming to class, and bye. Okay, I love that. Y'all have an amazing day. Thank you so much for y'all support. I appreciate it.